Hi, everyone, and welcome to Orlando Live. I'm Raisa Pascal, and today we have the pleasure of speaking with two gentlemen behind the independent feature film, The Catch, which is screening at the 2021 Florida Film Festival. Joining us now is the director, Matthew Balzer, and one of the stars. Did I get it right?
You did.
I did, right?
You did.
A little too much emphasis there. And also, we are joined by one of the stars, Kyle Gallner.
Yeah, there it is.
All right. Hopefully I'll get it right by the end. How are you guys doing?
Good. How are you?
Very good. First of all, congratulations on getting your film to the Florida Film Festival, which I heard will mark your Southeast premiere. You must be very excited.
Yeah. We're super excited to be a part of the festival this year. And it's also our first time showing the film to a live audience. All the other festivals have been virtual. So we're super excited to have human beings in a theater watching it, and also to be able to do a Q&A afterwards with some people who've seen the film.
For sure, that is a big deal. We are excited to be in person this year and to be having that face-to-face interaction. So let's start off by addressing the elephant in the room and finding out what The Catch is all about. Matthew, why don't you give us a little synopsis of the movie?
So the little synopsis is it started off when I wrote the first draft as a story about two lobstermen who were in a territorial dispute based on a real life incident that took place in Maine. Over time, the story changed. And at this point, it's that's sort of a background to the story. It does take place in Maine in a small lobstering town, but it's really about a homecoming, a woman who comes back to her estranged family and has a lot of the same issues fitting in she did the first time through. And so she falls into a sort of familiar patterns and hooks up with the next boyfriend, and they decide to rob some local drug runners who are doing these drops in the middle of the ocean in the middle of the night. And that's also based on some real life true story reporting.
Oh, not a bad elevator pitch there. And Kyle, why don't you tell us about the role you played in this film?
I played Katya's brother, who plays Beth, and I work for my dad. We have a lobster fishing business, and basically our way of life is being threatened. You have big companies coming in, and they're slowly, taking over and changing the way people have done things for a very long time there. So there's also that kind of side story mixed in with what's going on with Beth's character. You're watching this family while they're going through everything with Beth. They're also, they're fighting to keep their way of life alive.
Right. And I know even though this is your Southeast premiere, you have been in other festivals, as you shared, they were virtual, but what has the reception been so far to the film for those who have been able to see it?
So it's been wonderful. We premiered the film at the Austin Film Festival. They did a great job of having opportunities to interact virtually. Not quite the same, but you sort of put the movie out there in this current environment. You're not really sure who's watching it. I was changing my son's diaper while the film premiered in my house, and it wasn't exactly what I imagined when we started this process, but they really did a great job to try to get some human element to it, both. And then, the really wonderful thing is I had random people writing emails to me or hitting me up on Instagram and being able to communicate how much they enjoyed the film. And then we obviously had some reviews, and then we just played our UK premiere at the Manchester Film Festival. Again, a really wonderful response. We weren't able to make it, but they also had an awards ceremony. We won quite a number of awards, best actress, best cinematography, best screenplay, film of the festival. So they really took wonderful care of us, and it was really nice to get that recognition.
Very nice. I'm sure. Congratulations on all that. That is
Thank
huge. I know you guys are based in Texas and LA, and unfortunately you won't be able to make it to the Florida Film Festival, but if you could maybe share about that experience of finding out you were accepted into the Florida Film Festival and your thoughts on this festival that we have here.
Sure. So, I had a wonderful talk with Tim, who works over at Enzian and does a lot of the programming for the festival. And it was really wonderful to hear how enthusiastic they were about playing this film and how they felt it would play well for their audience. One of the things about the film is it is very regional in certain ways. It's set in New England. I'm from New England. We shot the film there, and we really tried to capture, what that place is like, what those people are going through in an economic sense and emotionally right now, with the way that this country is changing, with the way that sort of what Kyle mentioned, economies are changing and you're losing some independence. I originally thought of the film as a Western on the water, playing with a lot of those same themes of classic Westerns, of sort of the encroachment of civilization that's changing the sort of freedom that an individual has. And what's wonderful to see is that this sort of story, these sort of themes, the parent-child dynamic, the difficulty of fitting into the family you were born into, and really not feeling like maybe you belong there, that's universal. So it sort of comes out of the regional theme and really starts to, audiences are responding to it who are from all sorts of places, have maybe never set foot in New England, never set foot on a lobstering boat. And it's really those emotional themes that are playing for them. And that's been really rewarding.
Very nice. Well, that kind of is a great segue into my final question for both of you. What do you each want those in attendance at the Florida Film Festival to take away from the experience of watching your film? You guys have put in a lot of work, a lot of sweat, and just, what is that big takeaway that you just hope they walk out of the Enzian knowing?
That emotional component, and I would say Kyle and his character are really a key part of it in a lot of ways. He's sort of the heart of the film. He ties together the sort of person that our main character would like to be, and the real affection and love that they have for one another. It's one of the really, cleanest and clearest emotional relationships in the film. And at the same time, he and his father are dealing with some real problems that are sort of facing a lot of people in the States today. And what I think is, it's a film that asks you to come on an emotional journey. I know, that's true for a lot of films. And I hope that, what people feel and respond to is a real recognition of, something in the characters that speaks to the truth within themselves. Some way in which it resonates in their life, and really, I don't know, I don't believe it's my goal or my responsibility as a filmmaker to teach anything to anyone. But what I hope is that if we put something that, for me comes from a real place, and I know for each of the actors, they bring something true of themselves, that there is some truth that comes through for the audience, and that's something that, they can enjoy, and that they can take away from it.
Nice. And how about you, Kyle?
I mean, there's not a whole lot more to say.
How do you follow up that, huh?
Yeah, right. What do you say? No, it is. It's like, I hope the audience shows up and it's just, ready to go along for the ride. You hope they show up open, and like Matt said, I think there's a whole lot of relatable themes in this film that I think a lot of, I think people will really be able to attach themselves to one or more of those, and kind of see themselves in these characters a little bit. And it'll be exciting for people to get in and have that communal experience of seeing a film, which I think for a lot of people it may be their first time in a long time. So I hope people are just excited to be there, and are there to really take these films in, and to, support all of these independent films in the festival. And it's exciting. There's a definite, while there's a, the digital thing has been interesting. You can never replace the experience of sitting down in a movie theater with a bunch of people. You can't do that. But at the same time, what has been really neat is the digital world has expanded and allowed for more people who may not be able to come to these festivals or fill up the audience. It gives them an opportunity to see the films as well. So, it's just nice for people who love movies to be able to sit down and watch them. And I really hope they enjoy it and walk out of there talking about the film.
And if I could jump in one more time. Just one of the things off of what Kyle was saying that I'm really hoping is, obviously we designed the film to be shown in a theater. We're really proud of the cinematography that was done by a friend of mine from film school, JP Wakayama Carey. We're really proud of the original score that was done by Ariel Marks. Really proud of, the sound design done by Ryon. And it's all of these elements that, some of it is lost if you're watching it on a laptop. God forbid on a phone. And, for people to actually be able to appreciate all of the work that went into these elements in a theater, we're super excited, for all of those people and for us as a team.
Absolutely. And what day and time can we all appreciate that work?
You can come check it out on Monday, April 12th at 6:30 p.m. at the Enzian Theater. Excellent.
And if you could each just share how people can find out more about you, The Catch, and just see more projects that you're all working on. Do you have any handles that you can share?
Go to Instagram. It's @thecatch_film. We're also on Facebook and Twitter with the same handle. And we do have a website, which is sort of built into my website, which is MatthewBalzer.com. You can come there, check it out, see where the upcoming screenings are going to be. We're playing a bunch of other places around the States. And, we would love to have some more people come in and be able to share this film.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I'm just Kyle Gallner on Twitter and Kyle G-Face on Instagram.
Kyle G-Face.
Yeah, it was my nickname in high school, G-Face. And I post about stuff, I post about the film and other projects. So, you can hop by there.
Excellent. Wonderful. Kyle and Matthew, thank you so much for your time today to talk with us. We're excited to see The Catch on the big screen in person. It'll be a wonderful time. For everyone watching, thanks for watching Orlando Live, and we'll see you next time. Don't forget to keep Orlando awesome.